Happy Friday. We've got through almost the whole week. One more day left to wrap up a good week. For Friday, we are wrapping it up with a duck and cover, which is going to be 3 rounds of 10 over-unders, 10 shuttle sprints. We're looking at 20 meters for that, and then 20 dumbbell deadlifts, which can be subbed for kettlebells. If you have a barbell, cool, use that. Whatever you have at your disposal, get after it. Okay, so we've got the lovely Kelsey and Miss Connie. She is going to be doing our Fit for Life version of duck and cover. So you'll see a little bit different breakdown and a little bit switch up of the movements, mainly the over-unders. Okay, so this workout is meant to be about 14 minutes, so that's going to be our time cap today. Yeah, so we're going to take this first round. As you get into this workout, you want to take that first round as kind of like a test round, goal setter of how you want that to look, and then you want to be able to save some of that energy for the very end and just like smash that last round. Cool? Okie doke, my dears, are you ready for the warm-up?
Yes.
Alrighty. So we are going to start out with a 200-meter jog. So we're looking at about 1 minute of movement. So you can do a couple different things. If you are not going to jog, my ladies are going to go jog. If you are not going to jog, you can jump rope. You can do high knees. You can do butt kickers. You can do any of those things just to get the heart rate going. You can do mountain climbers, anything that's going to get your heart rate up just a little bit. And then we're going to come back in, get some good mornings, mountain climbers, some push-ups, and some sit-ups. Get all those little things to get our bodies ready for this fun for the day. Alrighty. My ladies should be making it back here in just a few more seconds. You are going to wrap up your 1 minute of work. Whew. All right, guys, so we're going to go into 10 good mornings. You can do this with or without weight. If you don't have weight, you're going to put your hands behind your head. Keep that tummy nice and tight. Shift those hips back. You want to feel your butte and your hamstrings. We got deadlifts, so we want those babies working and stretching and working and stretching. Good. So after we get those 10 good mornings, we're going to go down to the floor into that plank position, and we're going to get 10 mountain climbers. So palms are going to be right underneath the shoulders, elbows are going to be locked out. We're just going to bring the knees up to the shoulders, and we're going to stop and tie the shoe. It's always the same shoe. Have you noticed that? I have the same problem. It's always the same darn shoe. All right, after those mountain climbers, guys, we're going to go into pike push-ups. Kelsey's going to be doing pike push-ups. If you are doing Fit for Life, you're going to be doing knee push-ups. We're going to get 10. Want to make sure that core is nice and tight. Elbows come back. Get that full extension at the top. Whichever version you're doing, we want to make sure we're getting that full extension at the top, guys. So if you're doing the pike push-ups, we want that head to come all the way through the shoulders. If we're doing the knee push-ups, we want to make sure we lock out the elbows. After those push-ups, we're going to shift over and get 10 sit-ups, still keeping that nice long spine, leaning forward at the hip, keeping the top of the head towards the ceiling. After those 10 sit-ups, we're going to come back up for that 200-meter jog or 1 minute of movement, whatever you pick. Again, you could jump rope, you could do high knees, you could do butt kickers. We're gonna have one more round after this, so pick a movement that you can alternate with, so you're not constantly doing the same thing. We wanna get everything moving and grooving and ready to go. Want to get those hips opened up. We're about halfway through that 200-meter run, so keep it going. If you're not running and you're doing the thing, keep doing your thing. Got about 20 more seconds. Nice job, ladies. Okay, we're gonna go back into those good mornings. Should you choose to use some weight this time, you can do that. If not, you can just do the body weight again. Remember to keep that spine nice and long, keep that belly braced. We want the whole foot connected to the floor, but we really want to feel those heels and hamstrings and booty on these guys. Really want to make sure you're squeezing your butt when you stand. Nice job, girls. Going into those mountain climbers again. Getting those hips warmed up and ready to go. Okay, we're going into those push-ups. 10 more. Nice job, girls. Still keeping that core tight. Squeezing out from the core on those knee push-ups. Still keeping the core engaged on those pike push-ups, but making sure we get that head through the shoulders. Rolling over into those 10 sit-ups. Nice job, girls. There it is. One last round of that jog. 1 minute of work. So when we get into this workout, our normal duck and cover version is going to be the over-unders, where you're gonna hop over something and crawl back under, hop over, crawl back under. Our Fit for Life version is going to be slightly different. It's just going to be a body weight up and over, and then we're gonna go a super low sideways squat. So Connie will demonstrate that when we get ready to go. These girls are almost done with their run. Hopefully you picked a different movement than last time. There they are. All right, one more round of those good mornings. Again, you can choose to do this weighted or just body weight, entirely up to you. Those feet should be right underneath the hips. Just getting that backside woke up for them deadlifts. Nice job, girls. Going back to those mountain climbers. If you don't have a box, you can do it on a chair, a couch, kitchen table. The little rock wall by your driveway. I don't know, whatever works. The bumper of your car. Anything you can hang on to safely to elevate your hands. After those push-ups, one more set of 10 sit-ups. Nice job, girls. Alrighty. Gonna go right into Project Squat Better, number 5. Okay, so we're gonna start out with the jammy squats. We've done this a couple times before, but we're gonna run through it. Kelsey's gonna be going through the jammy squats. Connie is going to be going through a similar movement, but it's going to be more in a hip hinge pattern, like the good morning, okay? So if you're doing the Fit for Life or you have problems with your knees where you're feeling unstable and these positions of the jammy squats are not comfortable, they cause you pain, doesn't feel stable, whatever, do this one, okay? All right, so we are going to start out with the blah, blah, blah. We're going to start out with our feet right underneath our hips with our feet in a neutral position. Kelsey's going to go into the squat stance and Connie is going to do good morning. So we are going to get 6 of each movement there. Good. And then for the jammy squats, we're going to go feet together and we're going to get 6 squats there. Connie's going to go feet together or with toes in with the good morning, right? So very similar, but a little bit different. After those narrow squats, feet forward in that neutral position, we're going to get 6 wide stance. Connie is going to get those good mornings with the toes out. There it is. Okay, then we're going to go toes in, neutral stance squat. So Connie's going to go with her feet together, toes neutral, and get those good mornings there. So again, just we're getting different edges of the hamstrings, getting different edges of the glutes, finding all the edges everywhere, actually. And then we're going to go feet together, toes together in that good morning, and then the squat. You're going to find all kinds of things in these positions, right? Then we're going to go wide stance, toes in on the squats. Again, this one can be a little bit weird. Might feel a little bit awkward. Again, be logical in your body, and if that's just, I mean, it's awkward, but if it feels bad, don't do it. If it's anything other than just a little bit weird because you haven't done it, then let's make sure we don't do anything that's going to hurt us, right? So now we're going to go into the feet out. Neutral stance there, so toes out. Really find that mind-body connection, guys. So as you're doing these, really focus on squeezing the booty. And then we're going to go feet together, toes out. There we go. Kelsey should have been a ballerina.
With my high bar.
Yeah, and then we're going to go feet wide, toes out. So like sumo squat stance, extra wide, good morning. It's a good one. Mm-hmm. Yes. All right, we're going to go into that warrior pose. Kelsey's going to go into the warrior squat pose. So we're going to go into that deep squat. You're going to use the dumbbell for a anchor. We're going to reach and twist. Okay, so just make sure you're looking with the eyes, reaching up, getting that upper back moving. If you don't have the mobility to get that done, we're going to get the Samson stretch. So we're going to get 6 of those alternating legs. Again, hang out in each side, kind of, you know, spend time in those spots that you need to loosen up the areas that need it. Get those side bodies opened up, get those shoulders opened up. Okay, so Connie's gonna go into that kneeling ankle stretch. So we're gonna go into that deep lunge. You're gonna drive the knee forward and just kind of rock back and forth. We're gonna spend about 30 seconds on each leg. Kelsey is going to do our duck walk. So narrow stance, toes are forward. We're just bouncing through, getting that mobility. Got to shake it out on the way back because that position can be very challenging. So we're still getting some active ankle mobility here, just a different version. So even if you're not doing Fit for Life, if this is not a good situation for you, this is where you can go. Okie doke. Let's spend some time in the bottom of that squat. So we're just going to kind of hang out there for about 30 seconds to a minute and see how that feels. If you need to hang on to something to get into that bottom of the squat, do so, because we want to keep that chest nice and tall. We want to feel those heels. We're going to rock back and forth just a teeny tiny bit to just kind of feel those ankles. You can hold the arms out, you can hold the arms up overhead, you can do the genie pose, whatever works. Almost there, guys. If you have to come out of it, come up, shake it out, sink back in there. We really want to get that booty as low as possible. All right, guys, we got about 10 more seconds. Oh, we're ready. Go ahead and come on up. Woo, shake it out. Okay, so we are going to give you the lowdown on the deadlifts, the over-unders, and then the run. Okay, so I want to start out with the deadlifts, just to go over what we're looking for. So if you have 2 dumbbells, we are going to keep that chest nice and tall. You can shift those hips back. Remember, soft grip. It's easier if you hold like kind of one side of the dumbbell, so the front side tips forward and you're not killing your grip. Okay, so we are going to shift the hips back. We're going to get 5 deadlifts here. So hips back, just let the head of that dumbbell touch, keeping that core braced, and you're not going to bend the knees until those dumbbells come past the knees, right? Good. Go ahead and set those down. We're going to go over the over and unders. I'm going to have Kels do 4. Okay, so she's going to hop over and then crawl under and then step over and hop under. So you're going to see 2 different versions here. This is the more active version, right? 1, 2, and then if that's too much, you can just step up and over in a lateral motion and swoop back under. Okay, so Fit for Life is going to be very similar to that one, but without the obstacle, right? So we're going to step up and over. We're going to get those hips up as high as possible. Good, and then we're going to go the other side. Okay, so if you're doing this version, I want you to do 6 of those. So it's going to be 3 to the right and then 3 to the left. Good. Okay, then we're going to talk about our unders. So it's going to be like a very wide squat shift. So we're going to, oh, I'm lying. We're doing our gorilla walks. We are going to plant the hands down on the floor. So you're going to bend over, you're going to bring the opposite hand to the opposite foot. So you're going to take the right hand or the left hand to the right foot and you're going to shift your body side to side, okay? Left hand to right foot, shift. We're going to get 3 of those. And then we're going to get 3 back. So right hand to left foot, shift. Right hand to left foot, shift. Okay, similar, not exactly the same, but we're still getting hip movement, hip hinge, up and over. Okay, we're going up and over. This one, we're going up and over. Same thing, just looks a little bit different. Okay, so then we are going to kind of put that together, get a little warm up round so you can see how that feels. We're going to get a 100 meter run, we're going to get 10 deadlifts, and then we are going to get a few less up and overs. We're going to get 6 up and overs. Okay, so let's get that done. I'm going to have you guys do that 3 times. 100 meter run, 10 deadlifts, 6 up and overs. That 100 meter run, if you're not going to run, you can do jump rope. You can do anything that's going to get that heart rate up, right? Alrighty. 10 deadlifts. Good job, ladies. And then we're going to get 6 up and overs. Nice job, Kels. Don't die, don't die, please don't die. The warm up. There you go, Connie. 3 to the right and then 3 to the left. that last under was it's a little far. All right, okay. So for your workout, guys, let's you can sub the shuttle runs for double unders, 50 to 60 double unders. So we're going to get 10 20-meter shuttle runs instead of that 100-meter run. So what your workout is going to look like is going to be 10 over and unders, okay? Regular version. If you are doing Fit for Life, you're going to get 6 up and overs and then 6 gorilla walks. So hands planted, 3 to the right, 3 to the left. Then we're going to get 10 shuttle runs or 50 to 60 double unders or 75 singles. And then we're going to get 20 dumbbell deadlifts, 3 rounds of that. Have fun.